What the? Capcom. This ain't no Mega Man. I say as I sip my drink. Oh, it's that boy. I know that boy. That's him. That's a Legend Boy. Also, yeah, the difference in my voice in, like, the span of, like, what, fucking 2 days? That's why I took the day off yesterday. Anyway. Oh. It's the Doritos. Alright, Oracle of Seasons and its counterpart, Oracle of Ages. This is going to be a bit long for him because I'm going to be doing both these games, and these are not short Zelda games by any stretch of the imagination. These might be the best 2D Zeldas? And, like, they do kind of go hand in hand. Hey, that's him, Link. Because of a very interesting feature shared between the two games. But we'll get into that more probably when we get to Ages. Said games do require you to have played one before the other for said cool feature. So yeah, the overarching story of both games is that Link, post coming home from his I still think this is Link to the Past Link. If we're talking, like, chronologically stuff. But Link comes back from his fucked up journey on the sea where he went to sleep for a really long time. And goes to find the new Triforces, and they're like, hey. Well, not the new Triforces, but the Triforce again. And the Triforce is like, you. Go on our fucked up journey. He's like, oh, I guess.
Hello.
Hey.
How's it going?
I'm alright. I'm gonna adjust your volume just a tiny bit, but you're pretty good.
I just realized I was getting an echo of you from the stream before I turned the volume off.
There you go. I think that should be good. Give me a quick line. Just say something.
Alright, hi. I'm back, I guess.
Hi. A little bit more. Did you get a new mic?
Not to the best of my knowledge.
Weird.
Why? Cut off improved?
I don't know, but, like, you're just way louder.
Huh. I don't know.
Alright,
I got nothing.
I've adjusted.
In any event. I have to say, I like all the music playing sprites here.
They're very good. Much like a previous game we played. The Oracle games were like, alright, we did one game on the Game Boy. We kind of understand that. Uh-oh, hold up.
Nope.
Where'd my big cup go?
Oh, hey! As it turns out, yes. Where did it go? There's just Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh, standing in the void. In his natural environment.
Why is it Gilgamesh as opposed to something Zelda related?
Because I did it on short notice.
Hey, newbie, when's Ring Runner stream?
Wait a second. Why isn't this working?
Man, I don't know. You're the expert here.
Alright, this is weird. You can turn that off for now. Nope, no bit cup, but whatever. Alerts are set up.
Really mesh.
That's weird.
It does seem weird, yeah.
Mainly because I tested it right before I went live and it was working. That's why it's
It's
extra
me.
weird.
I have the voodoo.
Um,
To be honest, I'm
Anyway.
surprised you're not watching GDQ today.
Me?
I suppose. I don't know. There's a lot of cool runs most
Yeah.
every year.
There is. I can always watch them later. So anyway, what before I lost my train of thought completely. Yeah, so you just wake up in this weird other world, other land. Who knows if it's a different world?
Mm-hmm.
Some dancer is like, hey, come to my caravan.
So is this Link the one that just sort of ends up in random ass places after going to sleep?
Yeah, I think if you look at the timeline, I was talking about it briefly before you hopped in. I think this is the same Link from Awakening, which is the same Link from Link to the Past. That Link does a lot of work.
He's the doctor of Hyrule, is what you're saying. Just ends up in an interesting story of sorts every time he turns around.
Link dancing is extremely good.
Oh, well. I guess that's... Okay, that's amazing. The utterly serious expression adds a lot to it, I think.
He's trying very hard.
But at least that gives me an idea of the stream delay. Is the guy on the top left and the guy below the guitar player, like, shaking a donation cup, or what is he doing?
They're drinking, Vinay. It's
Man,
alcohol. They're partying.
That is not what the animation looks like.
They're raising their cups. In tune to the music, you see.
I like the fact that they could, or they realized they could use the ASCII triangle, so they decided to throw it in.
And that's with most adventures. Nothing stays calm for that long.
Nope. Well, that was faster than I expected it to be.
The old games didn't mess around.
It's not.
Even when they tried to have a story. Also, some of the most generic... Like, God. The Oracle games have some of the most generic villains, and I love it.
They can't all be winners.
It's me, the large boy of darkness.
Tornado holes! Link is not okay with that. You know, it flung him much less far than most people. There we go.
Onyx here, who is the size of 6 men.
Look, you can't be a proper villain unless you're sizably huge. I can't decide whether to be impressed or not that they decided to give her a custom imprisoned sprite. Rather than, you know, just stick her in a jail cell or something.
Also, I appreciate Onyx isn't really like going for ultimate power or anything like that. It's just, nah, I really want to fuck up the seasons. Why? I don't know. Seems funny.
Seems like a good idea at the time.
Like, he doesn't gain anything from it. It's not like he gets, like, the power of the season. No, he's just fucking up the seasons.
Just to be a dick.
What's your plan, Onyx?
He's remarkably devoted to Dark Lordhood. Was the other game Oracle of Ages?
Yes.
Okay.
In that one, the person actually has a fucking plan.
I see.
And actually, Ages has a bit more of a plot than this one. This one's just, they're captured, go at it, and then, like, Ages has, like, this whole fucking storyline going on.
Can it be played in any particular order?
No, actually, you can do either one in either order. I just, when I grew up, or when I played them when they first came out, God, that's a weird way of playing it the first time. Anyway, I got Seasons first.
Right.
And must have played through Seasons, like, 3 times before I could finally, like, because my parents were like, you get, like, one game every half a, you know, that they were that kind
Makes
of
sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. But, it took me 3 years to, like, track down a copy of the game myself. For Ages.
I figured.
Also, yes, Zane Zero in the chat points out, both games are actually kind of homages to past Zelda in a way. Seasons here is much more combat-oriented, and is more of an homage to Zelda 1 and 2, and like the really old Zeldas, and that's why it's more straightforward with everything.
Just
whereas
adventure.
Ages is more of an homage to the 3D Zeldas.
Did it come out after Ocarina?
Yes. It came out after Majora's Mask.
Huh? I think whatever... Oh, there was a link cable thing for this game? Weird. But they're single-player
It wasn't link cable. It was passwords. You might be able to link cable them. And I think the whole idea was link up with your friend and trade codes and stuff like that.
Sure.
Because yes, there's this whole like code trading secret. They call them secrets.
Mm-hmm.
Trading system in the game that unlocks like a ton of different content and stuff like that. None of it's required. It just gets you like boosts. Like you can get a level 2 sword that way.
Huh. Wow. That is... Yeah, not really what I expected at all. So, there is actually some connection between the games.
They're really, like, really robust games for a portable.
Well, like, specifically the portable being the Game Boy Color.
Yep. Though it was, like, on the border, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance.
Right. So, one of the last Game Boy Color games.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, see it in a moment here. Once we finish getting our task. By the way, this is Impa. Yes, that Impa.
Yep. Or, you know, one of those Impas, since that's how this works.
Yeah. Specifically, right here, there is a shop, which isn't stocked right now, but is only open if you are playing this in a Game Boy Color, or Game Boy Advance.
So, yeah, really, really very close to. In theory, RM Trev, the original Impa was just an old woman. Like, she's in the original... She's in the Zelda 1 manual as an old woman in a big old shapeless cloak.
Mm-hmm.
So.
This one is, though, as they pointed out in the chat, because there's art, if you look at the manual for this game, it is a very large woman.
Right. My point being, Impa has no fixed appearance between games.
Yeah, as the series goes on, she kind of got younger and skinnier. It's kind of weird. Like, each progressive game, because, like, as you said in the first one, she's a very old woman, and then this one she is a bit younger, but still probably a bit older.
Mm-hmm.
And then in, like, Ocarina of Time, she is a younger woman, but still an older woman, but, like, probably in, like,
30s or something.
Yeah, like the time of her life.
Yep.
And then in like Skyward Sword and Warriors, She is a very young woman and very, like...
Isn't she super buff in Warriors?
No, she is not buff, which is why it is great that she
see.
wields, like, the Biggoron sword.
That seems very odd.
She is extremely buff in... what's it called? Ocarina.
Right. Well, you know, Ocarina 3D, maybe. It's hard to tell with the graphical fidelity of the N64. And then in Breath of the Wild, yeah, she's super old again.
But then again, Breath of the Wild is sort of a callback to old Zelda to begin with.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you this, but back in the E3 where they first showed the demo video, and it just, you know, showed shots of this gigantic, sort of minimally populated, at least at the time, Hyrule. Like, I watched through the entire video, and the first words out of my mouth were, "This looks like they're making a 3D version of the original Legend of Zelda."
Which is kind of what they did. With a little smattering of 3D Zelda stuff in there.
Yep, but I need to finish that game because I'm almost precisely halfway through it, and I absolutely adore it.
I need to pick up that game.
You need to pick up that game.
I was worried somebody might
If
get
you
it for
could.
me for Christmas, so I didn't pick it up myself.
Right. I mean, I don't know your address, so it would be difficult for me to do that. Also, I am broke as hell.
So, I didn't even catch what the name of this dungeon is. I think it might be like Cave of Beginnings or something like that, but it's your tutorial dungeon.
Cave of Caves.
Cave of Cave.
You know, the famous shooting game developer Cave.
Nailed it.
Clearly that cave.
Because, once again, like most Zeldas portraying this Link, he got warped someplace and they fucking took all of his shit.
He's just got very fragile pockets. It's the hero's cave, according to Zane Zero. We will take Zane Zero's word for this. Meanwhile, Newbie tries to high-five a bat to no good effect.
Make it to an entire dungeon without a sword.
Seems fair.
Because, you see, the sword is the dungeon item.
Makes sense. Yeah, Link's Awakening, I seem to recall, does use a lot of, like, Mario Engine stuff. Which, you know, they also incorporated the Rock's Feather in Awakening. And, like, you know, you get a jump button, and as it turns out, they put it to fairly extensive use, if I remember correctly. I could have told you that plan wasn't liable to work. Yeah, bags of holding essentially malfunction during teleportation. They're not the wooden sword. Oh, good. You got a bookend. Just what we needed.
Give me help. No. Okay, yeah.
Now you can whack octopi with the best of them. Or octopodes, I guess, would be the proper plural.
That's nice.
Man, by the way, it's real weird to watch you cut down grass and get rupees again. Just because, again, I've been playing Breath of the Wild, and the principal means of getting money there is, you know, selling stuff. Oh, hey, there's a fairy fountain pretty near the opening of the game.
Yeah, they figure that you're gonna probably get messed up.
Guess get messed up en route to your first
Also,
actually usable weapon.
Welcome to the gimmick of the game. Seasons, what the?
Oh, I see. Everything's broke. Got it.
The seasons are mad fucked up. And
Is it consistent by screen initially, or is it just?
So certain zones have a season assigned to them, except for like the
Right.
main town. Will change. It's a random season every time you enter it.
Okay, and we just rolled the same one a couple times.
Yeah. That's something from
Well,
later.
the stone mushrooms are definitely in the way.
No, they're gone. Piss.
What are gone?
A very key mechanic of the game, but more on that later.
Right. Got it, coach. Take that, weird tree.
Rings are things you can find. They're RNG, and then you give them to this guy, and he identifies them.
Fair enough.
I'm skipping that because it's a very long explanation for rings do things.
Wizard rings. The One Ring. Ah, it's a lost leader. Got it, coach. Or maybe not.
Then you equip rings, and then you have rings, and rings give you, benefits. That one does not. That one does fucking nothing.
It's, the ring of banana phone or something. Who knows? This door still closed? Oh, maybe not. Apparently posing dramatically was the key to opening it.
Well, if you might have missed it before, but the sign says, like, show the proof of heroism.
Oh, I see. You couldn't just hold up your hand or anything? Had to have a sword in it?
How to wake a tree.
I don't know. Hit it with a stick? Huh. I am genuinely surprised that that was the right answer. I was 100% joking. Well, bang up job you did there, giant tree. Also, it means he's going to sleep every 15 minutes or something.
Accurate. Every fucking time you come back.
Well, I mean, in theory, every time it becomes winter, he should be asleep, right? That's how trees do.
You have to collect your 8 MacGuffins of nature.
Not 4?
Nope. 8.
I would have figured there'd just be the one per season.
You'd think that. That'd be too easy.
Fair enough.
Yeah, portable games up until, what's it called? Fucking, Minish Cap. We're always 8.
Up until Minish Cap.
Minish Cap changed that to 4, but there was an extra dungeon.
Yep. And Breath of the Wild has 0 to 4 MacGuffins. It's pretty great. You can just opt to not do it.
Name your own MacGuffin. Have you seen... You should watch him sometimes. Slow Beef did a bunch of joke streams where he just went right to the end of the game, right at the beginning.
Did he get a shit pushed in?
He almost beat the game.
That is actually impressive.
Again, it was a series of streams. Oh god, did I do the thing? I did the thing. God damn it. Shall I repeat it? No.
Hi, Kaporgabora.
I zoned out and was half reading the text. Wait, no. Minish Cap had 4 MacGuffins, but there were 5 dungeons.
Yeah. But yes, I'm genuinely impressed, because, like, yeah, the speedrun at AGDQ last year did it, but they pulled some serious shenanigans in order to get into the castle remotely safely.
Speaking of shenanigans.
Because as it turns out, at the start of the game, you are vulnerable to basically instant death going anywhere near there.
Forget when I can start doing that. It's been a while since I played this.
Yeah, fair enough.
Wait,
do you own a Switch, or were you planning on playing it on the Wii U?
Well, yeah. Excuse me, I own a Switch.
Okay. Is that kid jumping on flour?
Yeah. Jump in the flower. The flower propels you. Oh, right, you get the item I was thinking of in this dungeon. Okay. In Dungeon 1. The gnarled root. with these very creepy statues right at the entrance. I don't remember if these ever actually do anything, or they just did a thing to be weird and creepy.
Them, I think. I do just like the very interested in Link statues. A bee?
No, it was a fairy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and as if your analogy to Zelda 1 wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, here's an old man in a dungeon giving you hints.
I mean, in fairness, same with Link to the Past, right?
Well, he wasn't
Just
in the dungeon.
Yeah, that's true. He was just near it. Ding! But, you know, I think this is the only Zelda I can think of. I mean, I assume H's also did it. Where the key, like, pops up above your head as you use it. Usually they just get used up and that's that.
I think, like, any item that you use up does that, which is a neat little thing.
Meanwhile, you're being annoyed by red slimes. You should wave a stick vigorously at them and tell them to get off your lawn. Is it a minecart?
Maybe.
I guess we're finding out. Yeah, looks like it. Whee! Now see if we can roll one of these guys for their boomerangs. This is not the original Zelda, where if I'm remembering correctly, that was exactly how you got your boomerang. I don't know about the second one, but the first one was definitely acquired by beating up an enemy that would...
Zelda 2 didn't have boomerang.
I'm talking about the original Zelda 1.
Right.
No, the second boomerang.
Oh. Second boomerang is acquired the same way as the first one.
Just beat up an enemy that has the second boomerang?
Yep.
Gasha seeds, huh? Can't say what those remind me of.
Gasha seeds. Incredibly frustrating RNG.
Hooray. What are they for?
You plant them, then they grow, and then they give you an item.
I see. Is there anything worth having in them?
There's a fucking heart piece in one. Yes, exactly. They're gotcha seeds. That is the joke.
That is exactly what I had assumed they were, yes. Well, that was quick. Usually it takes a little more time than that.
For bombs?
Yeah.
This game has a lot of items.
It doesn't have time to be faffing about doling the items out miserly.
Yeah. I mean,
wow.
I'll reiterate.
These traps are not messing around.
We got that. That is not the dungeon. Bombs are not the dungeon item. Fuck. Piss.
Ow.
I need a key.
These traps are giving you the business.
Yeah, they're gonna keep doing that. I might. You're gonna die. Maybe you're gonna die. Rip. All right.
There is an eye in the most useful room, but well, I guess there's also an RNG, but not the kind we're talking about. Let's see.
Hop in our minecart again, get back to that switch. I think it was really close to the halfway point in the dungeon.
Yeah, probably. This must be that Nintendo Switch I've heard so much about. I'm done. For the evening.
No more. Give me a hot second, I'm gonna check something real fast.
Sure. I don't know if the bats are gonna wait for you, but
Okay.
so are gacha seeds planted just anywhere, or
There are certain places that you need to plant them.
I see.
Yeah, and like, God, the way that they are frustrating and entirely RNG is like, alright, so you can plant the seed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a chance that it'll give you something.
Yeah.
And it could give you just some rupees, or it could give you a heart piece, or it could give you a ring. And, you know, rings can be good, but then you have to fight against the RNG of what is the ring?
Is it a duplicate?
Yeah, exactly.
I see. That sounds less than optimal.
There are useful rings, and then there are, like, it makes you look like a like. You can't, I think, play the game normally anymore. You can't fucking swing a sword. But you look like a like, and that's cool, right?
Amazing. But more importantly, can you use non-sword items as a like?
No.
It's not a voluntary way to do a swordless run.
Speaking of Boomerang Boys.
Oh. Oh, wait, gorillas are a mini-boss in this? What the heck? Because I do remember they were what you got your boomerang from in the first place. Ow. The boomerang back and forth between them?
Yeah. Look at this familiar looking room. Again.
I can't, the stream's still loading.
The game knows exactly what it's referencing.
Say, newbie, is there a reason you're not just lobbing bombs at these folks?
Bombs are precious.
Okay, fair enough.
Why lob bombs when I can lob seeds made of fire?
Are those a thing? Oh yeah, this is definitely a game that knows what it's doing. Man, I haven't seen this room in ages. Okay, but seriously, stream, what's with the loading? So what are ember seeds? Just little fire starters? Like
yeah,
and...
for lack of a better explanation, they're a torch. You just drop a little fire.
Alright, yeah, they are like the candle from the original Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
Stream, I'm gonna pause you, and when I unpause, you had best be properly buffered.
So does the dungeon layout look familiar?
I can't tell. Oh, yes, it does. It looks very familiar. Gnarled root dungeon, you say? Sure. Oh no, you can't soft lock yourself in there because you can always send yourself back to the beginning using the warp.
Yeah.
I was just wondering about that. Because it seems like if you're utter dunce, then you use up all your ember seeds.
Man, yeah, I wonder what speedruns to this game are like.
So do I, actually. And yeah, maybe speedruns of this game use rings that change your appearance for glitchy shenanigans.
A very funky room with hands that come out of the ground. What the?
Oh, hi, ball masters.
Who would have thunk here in Throwback Dungeon?
Well, they don't have to get all the throwbacks out of the way at the same time.
Who could have seen that one coming?
It's it that was left hanging.
Certainly not I.
Back to the start with you.
If I dodge properly. Get out of here. Quit it. So on and so forth, throwback dungeon, throwback dungeon, throwback dungeon.
There are a lot of these fellows. Speaking of, oh, it's the first Zelda boss. Let's throw Ember Seeds at it until it goes away.
What? No.
Is this the exact attack pattern from Zelda 1?
Oh
'Cause it
God,
seems awful.
I am out of practice.
Like it's also giving you the business. Aquamentus, yes, that is the boss's name.
All right, speedrun. Let's get there fast.
I like how you moved in to throw one Ember Seed and then immediately.
Well,
took
you
it
said it, and I was like, maybe. I've never actually tried that before. And it
I
did,
figure bombs might be more effective.
it did no damage, so I blame you for that death.
Oh, come on, you had half a heart left.
Oh God.
Is this the right way?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, you have to go around. Get out of here, Floor Masters.
Also, come on, I'm not used to this. I would have the white sword by now.
What, you what?
If I was playing Zelda 1, I would probably run around the world map and get all the free...
Yeah, isn't the white sword way the fuck up on Death Mountain?
Yeah, and you need 6 hearts, but there are like 6 heart tanks you can get.
Free
right?
heart containers, yeah, just on the overworld. Take that, Aquamentus. And our prize is... No, wait. The Fertile Soil.
The concept of soil.
It would be nice if these essences of nature, did something for you. Like, maybe it wouldn't actually be a good prize, but if this was the thing that let you use Gacha Seeds, that would make some kind of sense, right? The items to actually gate you off from something.
I mean, yes, but there has yet to be a Zelda that has ever done that.
True. But I mean, there's no reason they couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool.
And, I don't know, I think it'd be a nice acknowledgement of the, at least theoretical power of the MacGuffins you're collecting, that they actually do something.
Ah! She's here. Hell. No! A ring!
I beg your pardon?
So this is Maple. Oh, that better have been you. That better have been your seed. Okay, that was her seed.
I see. So, does she just vacuum up all the stuff irrespective of ownership?
Yes. That is the point.
I see.
That is the point of Maple.
Ordinarily maples are nice.
Maple also has a
it's
piece
a
of
secret
heart,
exit.
so I will be bumping into her until I get that piece of heart, and then we'll ignore her forever.
She can't take anything critical, right?
No.
Okay. Just stuff like Gacha Seeds and rings and so forth.
Yes, she is Maple, the apprentice of Syrup.
Right.
Let's plant a seed.
Maple syrup is, unfortunately, actually really quite
Whoa.
expensive.
Trying to set this lady on fire.
I beg your pardon? I don't know, maybe it's just me, but she doesn't seem like the kind of person who would be particularly inclined to trade anything with us. Hey, Mayor.
Thanks for the free seed. Whoop, and set your house on fire. I gotta switch that off that item. There we go. Yeah, that's better. I'm gonna steal this other seed too. Later, nerd. So, there are, like, some like ways that people have theorized that you manipulate the AI of the gacha seed. It's stuff like plant it in a harsh environment and stuff like that. Like if it's harder to grow, you'll get better stuff out of it.
Probably just superstition.
Ah.
Look, if we're gonna test this, we need to be systematic about it. Hey, we can get at that piece of heart container. I was never sure why they were just called pieces of heart.
Because they're a piece of heart.
Oh! Contain... You collect 4 of them and you get an extra heart container. You don't get an extra heart.
Yes.
Did you just light this man's scented candle for him or something?
Yes, he couldn't figure out how to light his own torch.
Look.
And so begins the trading quest.
Oh boy. Are bananas involved at any point in time?
Possibly. Money, money, money.
Is this man Chicken Gregor Mendel?
I don't know. I'm an idiot.
I mean, it's the Kukodex, and it appears to be the result
so
of
that's
many years
that's
of sugars.
yeah, that's the scripted ring. That's the one that you always get from the first dungeon. And then the Gasha rings grow great Gasha trees. I think that's good.
Ah.
I think I want to put that on. I think I want to wear that ring.
Dr. Wright is the name of the guy from NES Sin City, yes. NES Sin City would be really strange. As with...
Whoop! This is my calling card now. Goodbye, I say as I throw down a fire.
You really need to put those away. Oh yeah, don't forget to equip it, apparently.
I did.
Wait, do you have to equip it after putting it in your ring box?
I don't... Yes, you do.
Huh. You didn't need those ember seeds anyway.
Well, the fucking tree to the south of the ring place is supposed to be growing ember seeds. That's where you get more.
You can just leave the button empty. It's not actually required that you fill it up with something right now. They only grow in winter, apparently.
That's stupid.
Plays with his dog, and a man attempts to serenade you. And according to Ryveth in the chat, the Gasha ring halves the number of enemies you have to kill to get a nut. It doesn't affect the contents. I mean, in fairness, it does still increase the number of seeds you get, but...
I'm gonna see if this is accurate about winter.
Yes.
But I cannot seem to turn the village to winter.
The village is winter disinclined.
Whoop! Gotta go fast.
In fact, most of these screens appear to be disinclined to be winter.
Alright, there we go. Village is now winter, and... Well, I'll be damned. Never knew that.
Well, now you know.
Yeah, to be fair, the other rings that we have right now are... Doesn't do a damn thing, and lets you know you can plant a gacha seed on this screen.
Huh. I should think that would be obvious.
No, they're hidden sometimes.
Alright, then.
The spots.
Take that. Terrestrial cephalopod.
That's
Oh, wait, and I need to turn the music on for this. Of course it is. Oh, hey, you get bomb drops. Very behind it seems. Oh.
Who's
Hello?
ready for stealth game?
This person?
Pardon?
Is this person?
They're a Subrosion.
I see. I take it that they will not appreciate your presence?
They have to go in secret, you say?
I see. A spoon?
It's a key.
I see.
There's a very rude move on this screen.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
Yeah, she does her circle, she leaves, and then oh, she comes back.
Yeah, I was gonna call. She comes back after she walks off the screen.
Good thing she's wearing a ribbon, otherwise I couldn't tell it was a girl. But kind of accurate.
This is what we refer to as tertiary sexual characteristics, I think.
Because every Subrosion is just a black mage.
Not even a black mage so much as an ambulatory hood.
It's time to dance.
Do they much care now that you're here, or is it just they don't want you to know that it's here, and now that you're here, they just assume you are allowed to be?
Yeah, kind of that.
So it's the brazen entry rule, where if you just walk into a place with complete confidence and look like you're supposed to be there, once you get past the introduction, or like once you get past the front door, everybody will just assume you're supposed to be there. Hey, this is incredible.
I didn't last long.
Well, that didn't work.
What? Yeah, this gets really hard later on. Fuck. You had to do this, I'm sure, once.
Yeah, what do you get from all this? I can't help but notice that your rupees counter has changed into something different now that you're down here.
What?
Off again?
No, it's just, you know, it's money.
Is that what it is?
This goes. Yeah, so you had to do that the first time because it gets you the boomerang.
I see.
Boomerang level 1.
Good. Ocelot finger guns. Good, you can finally replace the stupid ember seeds with something you can't accidentally use up.
Yeah, okay, so this is where they're like, hey, if you go dancing, you get a boomerang.
The only really rude thing about this so far is that the directions that the guy is facing are the opposite to the directions you have to.
Yeah,
go.
but he is pointing the direction of...
Oh, the input?
Yes.
Okay. That's perfectly fair then.
Yeah.
Seems like you don't want to be on that screen.
I love those
Oceans
guys
and
of like,
fire.
we only take jobs that are cool. Fuck everything else.
Look, when you produce high enough quality work, you get to pick and choose your clients, I guess. So, who lives out back behind the exploding geyser? Ah, okay, so the unit of currency down here appears to be raw materials. Great.
Rock.
Rock. Well, not just rock, ore-bearing rock. Or I guess, metal-bearing rock, since ore is metal-bearing rock.
Hey, amigo Lupus.
What's with the water carriers?
I don't know, let's talk to him.
They certainly appear to be hard at work.
He's just digging for ore. The first foray into Subrosia is not all that long. You go down, you get an item, and then you get the thing that you actually came down here for.
I see. Ah, they're prospectors. Got it. They're carrying ore chunks in buckets. You know, most mines have, like, a cart system for that. That's what mine carts are for. They're not for people. All these tomato sauce keep boiling indeed, amigo Lupus. Wait, there's 4 spirits but 8 MacGuffins?
Yeah, there aren't 8 seasons.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
That would be silly.
Why are there not 4 MacGuffins then?
Because it's Zelda.
You get a special thing.
Yeah, you get your item
So
of
can
the
you
game.
fall into tomato sauce, or is it just a hard barrier?
No, you can extremely fall into the lava.
I am not suggesting you do. It seems like it'd be bad for your health, but
A little bit.
they're out of seasons.
So we'll be back here a number of times.
Hmm.
Because as
Presume
the spirits of weather have told us.
visit them in their towers to get the power of their respective season, I'm guessing. So
Yes.
once you visit the winter spirit, you can make it winter anytime you like. I just want to point out that may be, just like in the abstract, the single most powerful thing you get in a Zelda game.
Oh, hold that thought until we get to ages.
Do you realize the amount of energy it would take to rejigger the weather on a whim?
So you know how the Ocarina of Time only works in one place?
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Ages.
See. The Rod of Ages just lets you warp forward and backward then?
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. So I guess that's the major difference. Like, one lets you jump around in the timeline, one just changes the entire world to your desire. Or, you know, who knows how far it extends. Maybe it only goes to the edge of the country, or what have you.
Hold that thought for a second. Okay.
I wasn't actually going anywhere with that. It's just Oh, everyone experiences the changes you do with the Rod of Seasons. Only you experience the changes you do with the Rod of Ages.
Alright, that didn't work at all. Give me a second.
Huh.
Hold up. Okay. We're back.
Round 2?
Yeah, sorry. You were roboting a little bit, so I decided to try changing the server, and that made it worse.
There. Well, never mind then. But yeah, as Zane Zero points out in the chat, the Rod of Seasons is an objective change. Other people experience the things you do with it. This is a subjective change. Only you experience the things you do with it. Fast forwards for everyone. I mean, in theory, you can send everyone through time. It just might not be particularly useful.
Well, kind of, except for the fact that what the thing in Ages does isn't transport you through time, it can open a portal in time
Oh, I see.
that anybody can go through.
That seems slightly more prone to abuse. Because, frankly, transport you through time is ludicrously prone to abuse, as, you know, Bill and Ted demonstrated. Yeah, okay. As expected, it only took the slightest provocation for the chat to begin filling with JoJo references.
But yes, now we have a rod. It is a puzzle-solving item. Also, the tree can talk to us down here. It knew this was here.
Did it know this was here, or did it just... Is it just able to talk to you inside the temple, and the temple happened to end up down here?
Shrug.
Because, I mean, I think there's a difference. Talk to you inside the temple, that's, you know... maybe not particularly more unusual than a talking tree in the first place, but it sort of follows given that he was sending you there to begin with.
Also,
Whereas,
no, yeah, those are supposed to be leaves because there's a tree talking to us.
I see.
Or it can be ducks. It can be ducks if you want them to.
Well, I mean, ducks... Some ducks have green feathers. Mallards have green feathers.
Yeah, I'm not the boss of you. Open to interpretation.
LYNK seems like the way Link would spell his name if he were, like, an 80s hair metal band.
I can't remember if you can actually use this for combat or not.
Which? The rod?
Yeah, since you just swing it like your sword.
Spectacularly ill-advised. In fact, I can't think of a worse idea.
I mean, what would hurt more? A wooden sword? Or hitting somebody over the head with a metal staff?
Configured the weather. The rod does no damage, according to Morty 380. It just bumps them, which is a shame, but as I said, swinging that like a cudgel seems like a spectacularly bad idea. In the same way that swinging the Rod of Ages like a cudgel seems like a spectacularly bad idea.
I do appreciate that you immediately think that it's a rod.
Isn't it?
In Ages?
Well,
I never
I'm
said
assuming.
I never said it was a rod.
Is it then?
I'm not saying.
I guess I can't blame you for that.
Alternatively, you can just look up the box art.
Ages. Let's put it that way. Although I guess it's not a MacGuffin, given as it has a clearly defined purpose.
Yeah, no, the Rod of Ages is not a MacGuffin. Or, god damn it, now you got me doing it.
But yes, it's not a MacGuffin, because a MacGuffin, by definition, has no clear function or importance. Whereas this has both.
A MacGuffin has no like clear purpose or anything except to move the plot forward.
What I mean is, by importance, it has no importance except that which people assign to it.
Exactly.
That which would drive the plot. Whereas the Rod of Ages, or the Rod of Seasons at least,
does the thing.
Clearly, has obvious importance and function. It's a rod that controls what season it is.
But no, to save you time, the thing in Ages is a harp.
I wouldn't advise whacking someone with that either, because, presumably you'd have
But
to
what
play
if?
new strings on a fairly frequent basis.
There's a puzzle here, and I can't remember. Ah, there it is. There's the stump I need. Whoop, that's a bomb.
This reminds me of a puzzle.
Why did you just drop the bomb? Why did you not throw the bomb?
I don't know. They really like DDR?
Oh. But yes, so the whole gimmick with winter is water freezes, snow piles up, and trees lose their leaves. So
yeah,
you open up passaging in various ways like that.
Right. Was there any reason you had to be on the... Oh, I see. Never mind, then. I wonder why they packed all the snow in their house, like, into the backyard.
They didn't. That's just how it fell.
Oh, I see. And she asks you to shovel her walkway.
Oh, baby.
So when I went home
that was
for
lucky.
Christmas, my parents also asked me to shovel the walkway, but... What did you dig up? I guess I'll find out. Well, alright then. Here, she didn't ask you to dig up the lawn.
Well,
So if you go back when it's not winter, do you give the shovel back or something?
Well, easy come, easy go.
Fair enough. I mean, she did just give it to you to shovel lawn, and by lawn, I
No,
mean
no.
driveway.
She specifically says keep the shovel when you're done.
Oh, okay. Fair enough, I suppose.
So,
oh, good. This is very much that.
Yeah. So I really like this right here because this 100% is a tutorial of no idiot, you have an item that changes the weather, the season, because it's like rock. Well, I know my 2D Zeldas and I need gloves to pick that up, and then it's like no, you moron, you stupid idiot. You could just make it winter.
Yep. Although it doesn't seem to be doing much right now.
And then you go back, and that part of the lake hasn't frozen yet. Well, a whole pomp and circumstance for nothing.
And wait, do you have to be standing on a stump for this rod to work?
Yes.
It's an unusually specific requirement of operation. Useful safety precaution. That way you can't just, leave it menacingly and rant about how you had to walk uphill 3 miles in the snow both ways to change the weather in your day, and then suddenly it's winter.
So, there are more than one type of seed. Mystery seeds do things.
It's a mystery. Well, I guess I can't argue with that. Wait, how do you change which seed you're using?
It just, when you select
like
the satchel, yeah. A demonstration of seeds are weird.
What happens if you use them on enemies?
What does happen?
Huh. Well, alright then. This water, too? There's a stump right there, after all.
My god, you're learning. Joke's on you, idiot, there's nothing in here.
Oh my god. Game! We're gonna need to talk about your trolling ways.
You just get to see the item that you could get in the other tunnel that you can't get into.
Okay, no, I actually really like that. That is just funny enough for it to be a good punchline. And I mean, yeah, there is a health refill, but, it's still pretty funny to have the game sort of gotcha on this.
Game says extremely now.
What's in here? Level 2, Snake's Remains. That sounds fairly threatening, to be honest. Is the body of Solid Snake buried in here? It looks like I'm not the only one who went for that joke.
I wonder what they want me to do in this room. It is a mystery. We'll never know. Don't worry, I figured it out. I'm smart.
You've got it covered.
That reminds me, when I get back to town, I should see if the Advance shop is open.
Are you playing this on the Game Boy Advance emulator?
Yes, that one shop that I went in earlier that had nothing in there was the Advance shop.
Wow, this sure seems like a lot of single rupees.
You think that?
Is one of these a like?
No, they're not single rupees.
What are they?
Like, they're varying amounts. There's about, 200 in that room. Now that's five rupees, and entirely not worth it.
Oh boy. I like that I'm far enough behind that, yep, it sure is $5. One day I'm gonna bury, like, I'm gonna buy a big elaborate wooden
Give me a
chest.
second. Just for a second. That seems to be an emulator thing. I might see if there's a way to fix that. There's a weird popping when I switch items.
But it's not me.
Yeah, give me just another second here. Seems it might be on a couple other sets. That might just be the emulation. I might have to look into that.
Very strange.
Yes. Very strange indeed.
So, I mean, I guess it's in a chat we both have access to, but did you hear they're porting the World Ends with You to Switch?
Did you hear that it might in fact be the iOS version?
There's an iOS version?
Yes, it's bad.
Oh, you know, like most iOS versions. That would be very disappointing, I think. Just because, you know, it'd be nice to have that game in all its, whatever the hell it was, on a console that wasn't the DS. So I'm guessing our dungeon item helps us deal with these green pots.
Possibly. I will not confirm or deny.
Is it a green stoner of some variety? Ah, well, like, that was fast.
Early dungeons aren't long.
It's the power croissant. Yes, that is correct.
Also,
can you pick up these enemies with the power croissant?
Welcome to a game that if I don't have this equipped, doesn't tell me constantly that I should have that equipped to pick up fucking pots. Thank you, game designers. Realize that was the worst fucking thing that you ever did in a game.
What was this?
Link's Awakening. Link's Awakening had a really bad habit of having tutorial text on items that would trigger whenever you did it wrong.
Ah, yeah, that sounds problematic.
Even like
very problematic.
Yeah, even dungeons after you had acquired the item.
That's no bueno.
Yeah, I think chat is right. I think you can push pots in this game.
Can't lift them without the power crystal. Whoa! That's a trap and a half. Got little skulls on top of them. It sends the right motif. The right atmosphere.
Yeah, ask me about the compass's new feature.
Does it tell you which way north is?
No, it tells you when there's a key in the room. God.
Remember, I've got the sound turned off, so I can't tell that it's doing.
No, the joke is in Link's Awakening, whenever you picked up a compass, it was like, this compass has a new feature.
Now see, this statue looking at you totally does something. As do the... Are these thwomps?
Yeah. What, is that weird?
They seem a little out of place. I don't know about weird.
Reminder, Link's Awakening. Oh, I did that wrong. I grabbed the wrong wall.
You know, I've always wondered, how does Link grab walls? They appear to be sheer surfaces.
How indeed?
We just don't know.
Oh!
Well, what's in this room? I see. What an unwelcome surprise that was.
You fucking doing this wrong? No,
Oh, I know.
out-timing me, okay.
Tries.
Fuck.
Ah, so it will prove accommodating every few cycles by blowing fire at you. So what happens if you fall into one of these holes?
You take damage.
Get dropped into another part of the dungeon?
Nope, just damage.
Okay, so that's
How
not
much
mold on fire.
health do you have?
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, is he just a mini boss here in
Yep.
in Oracle of Seasons?
Of course. This is the snake dungeon, not the face dungeon.
What was I thinking?
What are you, stupid?
I really don't know.
Oh, it's your friend and mine, Pole's voice.
Oh boy, blow into the mic on the whatchamacallit controller in order to get rid of him. So what's that? You don't have a mic on your controller? Well, sucks to be you.
Get your flute.
That was, I believe, the solution that they had for the North American Legend of Zelda, at least.
Yes, it was.
Or, you know, explosives, because as it turns out, they're very loud.
It turns out explosives work on everything.
Well, not everything, but enough things.
I believe in the North American version, the whistle did freeze Pole voice.
But it didn't kill them.
Possibly not.
But, yeah, I do remember the manual still, regardless of the change, telling you that they were repulsed by... Oh, hey, you get a subscriber.
Oh, did I... Huh, the alert didn't play.
Oh, well, I mean, you turned the thing off, didn't you?
No, I turned the thing, the big cup off. I didn't turn alerts off.
Maybe you better check your technology, but thank you, Striderja, or however the hell you pronounce that name.
Try it again, just real fast, for me.
I'm not sure how we would.
I can do that on the side.
Well, here we go.
Yeah, it's not working. Something seems to be wrong with what's it called? Streamlabs. But yes, thank you, Strider, for the resub.
This is Oracle of Seasons.
This Oracle of... Maybe might be a little lost.
This is an Oracle of Climate Change, yeah. So speaking of which, as it turns out,
Piss.
the wind chill out here was around negative 30 degrees Celsius.
Is that bad?
Outside, the temperature is positive 10 degrees Celsius.
I'm sorry.
In the middle of January.
I'm from a different country.
Hang on, let me pull up the converters.
What's that in American?
Degrees Celsius is negative 22 Fahrenheit.
That's cold.
10 degrees Celsius is 50 Fahrenheit.
That's hot.
Well, it's certainly hot for the middle of friggin' January.
Yeah, I went out today to get food, and I was just like... So, generally when I'm around the house, I wear shorts, because I don't like my legs being that restricted. And I went outside, and I'm like, fuck it, all I'm doing is running to the car, and then the car to inside, so I'm not putting on long pants. Did I go this way? But yeah, it was surprisingly warm out.
Yeah, you're not that far south of the border, so I wouldn't be surprised if the weather was similar. But yes. The wind chill was definitely minus 22 Fahrenheit a week ago, which is around the temperature where I decide I don't go outside if I don't have to, because I'll start getting asthma attacks if I do.
There was a down here. Okay. Figured it out. Figured out the puzzle.
The weather is not supposed to seesaw. But don't worry, guys. Climate change isn't a thing. Yours, the Republican Party.
Just what I wanted. Actually, kind of. To just go somewhere else in the dungeon.
Well,
old,
you know, somewhere else is still.
that old
kind
Zelda
of
classic,
somewhere
going
else.
outside the dungeon to go further in the dungeon.
Welcome to Watergate Temple. You know, where the boss is Deep Throat or something.
Nope, that's right.
Or possibly Richard Nixon. Choose your punchline.
Next room, where if you don't ration your bombs correctly, you don't finish the room.
You'll be a very sad panda. Oh dear. That looks like a non-essential block to destroy.
Yeah? Okay, game.
Oh dear. I mean, in fairness, it looks like you still got all the blocks you needed to destroy.
Yeah, no, I got there.
Ah, I see. One of those, is it?
So you all got a
Oh.
resupply of bombs? Cool. Yep. Nope, it's fine. I got plenty of money.
Oh wait, did someone sell you bombs?
Yep.
That's amazing. That's phenomenal. That's a racket and a half. Oh, it's a Deku scrub. Okay, sure.
Yes, while this is more the... God damn it. The, Zelda 1
16-bit.
references. It does have some future references in it. Okay, got it that time.
Whoops.
That was dumb.
I'm a big fan of that. That is exactly the sort of trolling I like to see in a video game.
Well, here's the best part. I never knew that happened.
Really?
I think that's the first time I ever failed that room.
Phenomenal.
Welcome to Streamlock.
I am heartily enjoying this. You know, you probably should have purchased your full supply of bombs back from that Deku scrub.
Yeah, fuck it.
It's not like you obviously need the money for anything else.
Says you.
That's true. Man, these are some pretty genial looking snakes, all told. I guess they do beeline you as soon as they see you, so
The ropes.
maybe. These do not look like ropers, or ropes, or whatever the hell they're called in
Any snake in a Zelda is a rope. Just like any bat is a keys.
Fair enough. Regardless of design. Can you ride on top of these little guys?
Pardon?
Can you ride on top of the little thwomps?
Yes. That comes into play later.
Alright. It seemed like you could ride on top of the big ones, so they just went fast, no question. I assume if they ram you into the ceiling, you just take damage.
Probably.
So about these holes in the floor, if you drop bombs on them, do they open into, like, actual holes?
They are like donut block floors. If you stand on
okay.
them for too long, they break open. Which is why you have to move when you're pushing.
Yes.
Alright, that was a long roundabout just to fucking open up this door right here.
Just a to-be-continued arrows appears.
Not yet.
But the snake sprite is pretty good in this. It's certainly something.
I just got destroyed. I'm not dead.
Just wrecked?
I'm more dead than I should be.
See. I can't wait to see what destroyed you. It was snakes, apparently.
So is snakes.
Uh-huh.
Oh! That time was a bit. Motherfucker. Alright, now we concentrate. In this, the hardest of rooms, apparently.
Okay, the second pit experience was just magnificent.
Thank God for pot hearts. So, the thing that I haven't really shown
Still
off
hungry.
and will come into play way more in later dungeons is the mechanic It's gonna take a little bit longer to get to, so I gotta kill all these pole voice again. Well, it was almost a good move.
And you should totally drop mystery seeds on those,
There's a strong recommendation.
Oh dear, what have I done?
What? Goodbye.
Well, looks like it worked out.
Oh, that's right. That's what mystery seeds do to enemies. Okay. Except
One
for
of
probably...
the other seeds?
Yeah, it's just one of the other seeds.
Wait, did that one just send a pole voice to space?
Yeah, that is the Gale seed.
Of course it is.
I can't remember the name of it, but the one that is sort of like exploding is like that. It's just like it's literally a seed. It's just a seed.
Huh.
But yeah, so that thing in the previous room rotates you one in the direction that it's pointing, and then switches direction. So later we will have dungeons that sort of it's the fucking boomerang, not my croissant.
The scent seed. It makes them stank.
Yeah. So later dungeons will have you rotate around a bunch. Also, references, so on, so forth, continuing.
References intensifier. Well.
Oh, right.
No.
Okay, yeah, forgot. There's an extension onto this, aside from just, the normal move.
I think we all know what this man dislikes. Oh, I see. You're trying to get him to spikes. You're gonna push him, aren't you?
Better.
Oh dear.
Oh, fuck off!
Amazing. Just what I always wanted. Yep. He is just so surprised by this turn of events. I mean, in fairness, wouldn't you be?
Just love Link running with this thing over his head. Oh,
Yep.
I'm gonna get him! I gotta go!
The fact that your walk cycle speeds up, but your walk movement slows way down is phenomenal, too. I like to think that it's just the explosion animation, and basically what you've done is just impale him a bunch.
The second essence of nature. Time. Just time.
We're getting a little abstract here, I guess.
Time. That part of nature.
You got the sands of time. Don't break this hourglass or we're all fucked. Again, if we were making the hypothetical game where these things actually did something, these could do things like speed up plant growth or erode rocks or what have you. But, since we're not playing that game, it's just a widget.
So, Ooh.
Oh! Amigo Lupus, you say that, but as it turns out,
nothing worth it.
As a sort of uniquely silly element of the table game Exalted, every character class, for want of a better term, has a bunch of things that are sort of intrinsic to their type. So there are a whole bunch of ones that are, I guess, intrinsic to your subclass, but like every Chosen of the Sun, thanks to their connection with the sun, has the power to know what time it is. i.e. where the sun is in the sky. Every chosen of the moon has the power to know what time of month it is, and so on and so forth. It is by far the least useful power in their toolkit, but it always amused me. Hey, pea hats.
Yep. They're just as annoying as they are in every other Zelda game.
I seem to recall there's one where they're not so bad, but I can't remember what it is.
Plant that seed.
You plant that seed, I'll build a wall. Or something.
Here is the like screen. I don't remember if there's anything important here.
It's just full of likes?
It's just full of likes.
Well then.
Yeah, that's it. That's all that's there.
Amigo Lupus, they have many, many better ways to be insufferable about their power.
I ride an arrow.
Yeah, that's really more the sort of thing we're getting at. They can account for time zones, which is to say there are no time zones in creation.
This is important.
Sun is at the same position in the sky for everyone, no matter where you are in the world.
I better be able to do this game. God damn it. You can't.
Are you trying to steal the dog's ball?
I'm trying to pick it up and throw it.
I think the kid's got that unlocked, to be honest.
Did I get any rings?
Actually wondering that myself.
Nope. No new rings. Let's go check out the GBA shop. I don't think there's too much in there, but it's special.
Sword or something?
No. It's not like a sword.
This guy reminds me of Mr. Modi from the from the Mana series. Just the dancing shopkeeper.
They got the advance ring.
Wait, what does it do?
A ring that is a secret. And a bonus seed.
Great. What's the other one?
That's it. I bought them out.
Hey.
You know,
Hey, you got a seed.
in hindsight, I feel like I haven't actually visited the normal fucking shop yet.
Haven't.
And you know, got a shield.
It could be useful.
There's a back room that has like better stuff, but you need a member's card.
Born for.
Something later, but I'll explain when it pops
You're
up.
not gonna buy it now. Alright, sure.
The
You're
GBA
selling a
Nature
duck
Ring.
with it.
Life Advanced. That's what this ring is. Oh, okay, a ring that keeps bombs from exploding in your hand.
Huh,
See? There you go.
That's actually useful.
Yeah, a ring that actually fucking does something.
So what does the GBA Nature Ring do?
I have no fucking clue.
Oh, maybe it gives you an extra heart container.
I'm sure the chat will be able to tell me.
Fair enough. Hey chat, what does the GBA Nature Ring do? My theory is that it gives you an extra. It does nothing, of course it doesn't.
Gotcha. Oh, is this the kid? Yes!
Oh no, what am I missing? Oh no.
What? That also fits with the naming scheme because it starts with a B. The tiny baby Beepus.
Bud does seem like a good name, though.
Yes, that is a much better name. But here, I decide what the baby's name is. Actually, speaking of which, or thinking of which, as I've been slapping down a bunch of them, let's see if our first tree has resulted in anything good.
I was actually wondering that myself.
Yep, there it is. And
What have we won? Prepare for disappointment.
it's a ring.
Well,
Wow.
maybe not then.
And possibly extreme disappointment.
That's true, but
Let's see, it's the green holy ring, no damage from electricity. That's alright.
sounds actually marginally useful.
At times. But you have to remember, you can only be carrying, like right now, we can only
One
carry
ring.
one ring at a time.
Right. Apparently we're just Frodo or something. Although I guess Frodo never had the option to carry more than one ring at a time, and frankly it strikes me as a very bad idea.
Rings do nothing unless one.
But I think Newbie's already wearing the only ring he cares to have at the moment.
More chances at wondrous prizes. I just recalled that we can actually have extended or continued the trading quest at this point. Up here, there's a girl who likes chickens. Think it's supposed to be Melon? Yeah. Give me that egg.
Yeah, it's Malin. Behold the fruit of chicken Gregor Mendel's research. You traded it for an egg, because apparently this is one red paperclip, the side quest.
Well, I found electricity protection.
What are you being electricity protected from?
Forgot about these boys. Yes! Good!
Oh, these guys. Yup.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Are you gonna... Yeah, you are. Hang on. Be right back. Yup, and it turns them into these things, and then you can hit them with your sword, I think?
Well, no, they do something very different.
Oh. Hello? I beg your pardon?
Hi.
So they just turn into NPCs? I see, so one of these trees blooms every season.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
One of these kinds of trees blooms every season. Like in winter, the ember seed tree blooms, and in
Possibly.
what appears to be spring here, the scent seed tree blooms, and then so on and so forth.
Alright, so there's Ricky. You're a good friend and mine, Ricky.
Hi, Ricky? So what is it with, like, is there some kangaroos and boxing that I'm unaware of? Because
Kangaroos box.
do they?
They in fact do punch. It's not like, obviously they use their feet too, but kangaroos, like in the way that they fight, sort of hold their hands up in a boxing style and punch.
I mean, I'm familiar with kangaroos being able to fuck you up, but it with fisticuffs. I just thought they kicked the shit out of people.
Gotta punch this guy. Gotta punch this boy. Proper boxing, where you punch the man out of the ring.
Is that proper boxing? I somehow feel like that's not right.
This is actually, like, weirdly hard.
Yeah, I can. It seems that way. This guy's got some strong defense.
Take D's.
This guy also has a strong accent, is what he has.
Also, yeah, that's the mini-boss of Dungeon 8 in Link's Awakening, and that was the mini-boss that, if you let him hit you with it, had a punch that could literally knock you out of the dungeon.
Great.
There is a punch ring. It's pretty good. Also, kind of forgot that he actually de-equips your items. Does he
presumably
de-equip your ring? He does. He actually de-equips your ring.
Here you go, Ricky.
Okay, so I think I'm doing this right. We'll find out. If not, yes, good. Perfect. Okay, so flutes, the way they work, is there are 3 animal companions. We'll see each of them over the course of the game. But which way you obtain the flute determines which one you get permanently.
I see.
So, if you don't obtain a flute, you get Ricky permanently.
I see.
If you buy a flute, I think you get the second animal companion, and if you win the flute from the dancing contest, you get the 3rd animal companion.
I see. But you always get access to each of them, presumably once, to clear a given obstacle?
Exactly. I have a preference to Ricky.
The boxing kangaroo. Gee, I wonder why.
No reason.
But yes, specifically, there's an FOE in Etrian Odyssey 4 that is just a boxing kangaroo, and also it's equally boxing Joey.
Yeah, kangaroo's box.
Wait, you can get a Dodongo, bro, and you opted not to?
It's a boxing kangaroo.
Dancing competition. Oh, hey, apparently Ricky can punch out Electro Slimes without...
Yes.
Um,
The thing is... God damn it. Well... Ricky is possibly the most... Like, he moves the best, in my opinion.
Right.
The 3rd one... Oh, is so fucking slow. I objectively hate using it. And the Dodongo is pretty fast and can swim, but has to get right up to and eat enemies.
Right. Because, you know, that's how you beat up King Dodongo in the first place. You feed him like bombs.
Yeah. Whereas Ricky here...
Just punches things.
Yeah, punches while moving. Also has a power-up punch.
Right. And the 3rd one is Moosh, the flying bear?
Yep. Moosh is... Oh, it's...
Slow as molasses?
Yeah, slow as molasses.
That seems unusual, all things considered. See? And in autumn, this tree blooms. And what this tree is, I have no idea.
Yeah, Moosh seems to be, like, everybody objectively hates Moosh. Which is a shame, because I like Moosh's design, but it just is not fun to play as.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has the butt slam, which requires you to go up in the air, and then, like, charge in the air, and then slam down. It's just a whole fucking ordeal.
But Dimitri can swim, and Ricky just goes fast.
Exactly.
Get away, rock thing.
Oh, I can't figure out how to get a floodgate key. It's so confusing. I just hit this fucking... Like, my dude, please. Alright, Ricky. I have to leave you behind for now.
Presumably he can, I always forget Moosh can fly by spamming the button, and therefore get stuck forever when I need to use it. Great.
Okay, so Pegasus seeds. Remember how the Pegasus boots just let you run in one direction?
What these do?
They just speed you up. They just make you go fast. And you can go in, like, any direction.
I see. How long did it last?
Pretty decent amount of time. Like, for what you would, like, more than you would consider, you know?
Zoom! Yeah, so they do. More than one screen, too.
They
Run into
also...
something, do we just bounce, or...?
Nope.
Huh.
They're objectively better than Pegasus boots.
I mean, I think that, except that Pegasus boots may actually make you go faster, but that's neither here nor there. Huh. Apparently throwing rocks at things just doesn't do squat in this game.
Alright, after that long ordeal. So I remind you, so far has been about the, like, amount of time, almost. What do you sell?
Soap shoes?
Oh, a shield. Also some advice. So, that was about the same amount of time, kind of, that it took us to get to the second dungeon. We're not even halfway to the third dungeon yet.
That's some odd spacing right there.
Yeah. Time sort of elongates as you move on.
I think the word you're looking for is dilates.
Doesn't elongate kind of work too?
Pose. I guess... Yeah, the implication is subtly different, but I think it amounts to much the same thing.
Yes, time is illusion.
In the
History
call.
repeats itself. So unfortunately, we're being stymied by water.
Ah yes, the oldest of man's enemies. Water.
Only there was some way to get over that water.
If only. I assume Ricky has, you know, fucked off to his winter home in the Florida Keys or something.
Maybe we actually need Ricky. No, we can't because... Yeah, Ricky can't go around. I think I'm doing this right. Or maybe I need it... No, because now I can't change it from being winter. My stave only goes one direction.
It's just winter and not
Oh,
winter.
right. No, Ricky can go up cliffs. That's right.
Okay, so call Ricky was the right plan in point of fact.
I'm thinking of a different time.
That sequence where you turn into a wolf and collect bug juice, which was easily the worst part of that game. And, like...
Oh.
Actually was grounds for docking and otherwise... Like, the thing is, a lot of that game moved at a pretty decent clip, except for those portions, which makes me wonder why the fuck they were even in the game. Volume.
Oh. Can't do that.
Question.
What's up?
How are you supposed to get past this point if you don't have Ricky?
You would, like, if you had, like, the flute that got Dimitri, you would meet Dimitri there.
Oh, okay.
Like, so,
Oh, back
can't-
to,
oh, apparently he, yeah, you just still have, you're, wait,
see through the swamp irrespective, he just doesn't stick around. The animal companion
Yeah.
that you can summon at will changes. Got it.
Are
But
you-
so there
are
will
you-
always
are
be
you
a...
eating something?
So
Hello?
there will always be a point in the... Hello?
Hello. I said, were you eating something?
Drinking some water.
Okay.
So there will always be a point in the future where you need Dimitri to get you through a thing. So
Yes. Oh. So welcome to How You Get Currency in Subrosia. AKA, I'll be doing a bit of this off screen.
prospecting?
You dig. You dig a lot.
Is that... Get out of here, you.
Yeah, sometimes those guys show up.
Then it's worth to put up with them?
They can drop money. That's about it.
Yep.
There we go.
Did you just take a dip in the tomato sauce?
Just my feet.
Well,
I'm
I
wearing
guess
shoes.
that's alright then.
Pretty much a
Alright.
lot of Subrosia, when we are moving from place to place, is going to be me constantly digging.
Fair enough.
Because it is the only way to get money down here.
Oh, Subrosia does have a water sea. It just also has a sea of tomato sauce. Still the Subrosia version of a stump.
Something like that.
I like that the Subrosia market is shaped like Subrosians, you know.
That looks tedious. Accurate.
This is
Subrosia.
the only way to get money down here.
Yep. Alright, so the star-shaped ore that we got before is for that ribbon. There is this rare peach stone for 20 ore chunks and 10 ember seeds. Yes.
A cute ribbon. Wow.
I think
Can
that
be the belle of the ball. I wonder what they need ember seeds for down here. They don't seem to have any problem starting fires.
they eat them.
Oh, I see.
Wait a minute, hold up.
Hey, a ring!
Alright, so I guess you can trade 20 Gale seeds for 10 ore chunks. Yeah, though the rings go up in price. I think these rings might be set in what they are. Maybe? I feel like that's a thing.
I guess
Alright.
we're gonna find out eventually.
Really, again, you can just keep going hog and dig a bunch and get some rings. It sucks. And I hate it.
Because I'm just reminded of the dwarf song from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Let me dig.
Yep, with a shovel and a pick. Well, just a shovel in this case, but the point stands.
Okay. And a familiar face. Kind of. A
Is
familiar
it
cloak.
maple? Oh, it's a familiar ribbon, I see.
It's time to go on a date.
What happened to hers?
Nice.
Oh, shoot. Thank you for that. Wait, that's working? What the hell?
Pardon?
That host notification worked, but why didn't
So it is.
the sub thing work?
I have
It
no
follows
idea.
work. Hold up. Now I gotta double check.
Really, we should talk to some dudes with Rosa behind us.
Okay, I'll have to double check the setup I did for that.
So we did just get a follow notification.
Yeah, we got a follow notification, we got a host notification. Just the sub notification might be broken.
Huh. That would be, you know, sub-optimal or something.
No,
I regret nothing.
Calgo Season's pretty good. I have holes in my memory about the game. Yeah, I do remember that there were people that were like, oh, she's following you. Yeah, there you go. You and Rosa, what the?
Nah, she's just showing me around. Showing me the sights. Visit Sunny Serosia.
Yes, thank you for the follows. Oh, I want to go on a date. Oh, that's not fair.
God damn it, Sebrosians.
Alright, anyway. Yes, so Rosa has a magic key that opens any door.
Oh, is that what she's carrying?
Yes.
You kind of look like a Vuzail or something to me.
I could see it. Yeah, there's her with her honk horn.
I kind of figured she was just a soccer fan or something. I don't know, maybe a spoon
She's real hungry.
or a Yayalai paddle or what else is roughly that shape?
Who the fuck? Was it Gibbon? Gibbon. Yeah, I'll go Gibbon.
Of the Keyblade.
God.
In every world, apparently.
Man, there's all these, like, one tile long gaps that are really annoying.
I wonder why.
Yeah, there are a couple doors that you can't get to yet, but I think, like, if you go back to the shore, at any time, she's like, oh, you want to go on another date? And she just follows you again.
Go on an adventure with Rosa.
I think... Oh, well.
Oh well, at the very least we can visit the Scenic Temple, which frankly is pretty scenic. Also haunted or something, depending on how you feel about the spirits. Oh. Oh, I see. So every one of these has a different sort of gating item.
Yep. One is just single tile gaps.
And thus you can't get Rosa through those. So this is the spirit of summer, or...?
Yes. Summer. Where flowers are in bloom. Plants are growing wildly.
And,
Some things dry up.
Yep. You know, creeks run dry.
Yes, if you have the feather, she will jump with you.
Rosa seems pretty rad. Can
She
honestly, yeah. Can she just stick around? She certainly seems capable.
Rose, is that key work in dungeons?
Rosa, would you like to form wildly successful adventuring duo?
Link is now capable of curing dehydration by turning it to winter, having the snow pile up, then immediately turning it to summer.
You know, I'd say that this is probably not the best use of your colossal mystical power, but frankly, I'm sure you're gonna put it to many worse uses, so...
Nah, maybe. Yeah, so if you go over now, everything... I think now? There's definitely a point in time... Nope, still not. Because that's where Dimitri shows up. On that screen right there. That's where you meet Dimitri.
Huh.
I just can't remember when it happens.
How would tabletop players put weather control to use?
Poorly.
You don't want to know.
Do not give your players control over weather. Don't.
Yeah, my D&D GM when I was an undergrad had an idea that essentially centered around giving the party an amulet that could let us essentially place a quote-unquote save point when we pulled one of the 4 leaves that grew off of this amulet off of it, and load back to that save point when we tore that leaf in half. One of the very first things the party did was figure out every possible way we could abuse this to get us an uninterrupted 8 hours of sleep under any circumstances. If you give your players anything even resembling power over their environment, they will either A, use it to snap the game in half, or B, use it for the most inane purposes imaginable. Or C, both, frankly. I wouldn't put it past them.
It's almost like giving your player a sleep spell very early on.
You know, if you're playing D&D second. And yes, give your players an inch and they will break the universe. That's pretty much what it boils down to. Probably has some stories he can tell if he's still in stream.
You gave Renee a sleep spell! In a system where the sleep spell doesn't exist!
Oh my goodness, good times. Good times. And hello, Wazen, and welcome back, Pigeon Farmer. Who is deeply grumpy about the whole sleep spell thing. What happens if you use mystery seeds on these bubbles?
It's a good fucking question, actually. We will get a much better way later on for applying seed to enemy. Nothing.
Is it a slingshot?
No.
Huh. What else could it be?
Well,
No, nothing whatsoever.
that exists.
Apparently we are being advised to try the boomerang on these bubbles.
Next time I'm in the room with one, I certainly will.
I'm not sure what they're called bubbles. They're just called that in the manual. Well, that was unpleasant.
Well, there's bubbles, and then there's anti-fairies.
And I can't remember which one that is. I think it's an anti-fairy.
Bubbles make it so you can't use your stuff. Anti-fairies actually hurt you and drain your magic. So that one would be an anti-fairy. Though there is no magic. Oh, I'll be damned. Boomerang works.
Huh. Unusual. Wanted to keep things going. Yeah, anti-fairies are the sort of cross-shaped things with 2 eyes and like these ones.
Oh. In the 3rd dimension. What? I'm sorry? No. Absolutely not.
Here.
I refuse to believe that that just happened.
You know,
Damn right.
Paul's voice around here seem unusually susceptible.
Oh, right. Also,
Have a flute!
Yeah, I have a flute now. Next time I'm in the room. All these things I never tried because when I played this game, I was an idiot teenager.
Well, more bombs. Can't wait until we get a bigger bomb bag. Gee, I wonder what these parts of the image together form. The map is definitely supposed to be a skull.
Can't give me health.
Well, looks like you're gonna have a bad time, or you're gonna be more careful, one or the other.
This extremely difficult puzzle. Riddle me this, game designer. What could I possibly need to do here?
It is a mystery.
Piats. Where's the enemy? I thought you could charge up your sword. I tried it earlier and it didn't go off. I must have nicked an enemy with it.
But you can spin slash, right? You've done it before.
That is not my boomerang. That is my power bracelet.
They do look similar, but they are not the same thing. Ember seeds work on pea hats, apparently.
Alright, but you also need to fucking hit the pea hat with the ember seed and not get destroyed in the process.
Hit them with a boomerang first.
Yeah, maybe. That sound, you know it, you love it. That's right, baby. It's a little health noise. Nope. Boomerang don't work.
Well, now we know.
Set that plane on fire, though. Oh, these one-tile wally gaps. I wonder what you gotta do. All these little gaps. Did I go way out of order in where it's supposed to be?
It's Dungeon 3.
Well, no, not that.
Or do you mean inside the dungeon? Well.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I have a key.
Wah, wah. Yes, you do.
Oh, fucking pit. Yep, there we go.
Also, as Crumb puts it, if only you had a map to check.
Map doesn't really tell me where the one-tile gap rooms that I skipped are.
That's true, but on the other hand, it does tell you which rooms you haven't visited yet.
What's in here? Advice. I don't need advice. I'm a smart boy.
I do like these just sort of mildly interested statues. Offensive or anything, they just sort of look at you as you go by. Presumably because nothing interesting happens in this dungeon otherwise.
Yeah, the music for this dungeon sucks. It was mentioned in the chat earlier, but I've been in here for 5 minutes and I hate it. I want to die. It's like very like.
Yeah, that's definitely an effect I miss from keeping the volume on the stream off. Oh, now they drop health.
So, you actually have to kill all the fucking floor masters here. Or, I guess you could be real risky. But the fact that you have to push a vase across the whole room.
Strats. So I wonder what happens if you use... No, let's not go that route.
Oh, I wish you could just pick up the vase and then pick up the vase. Did I look at a room down here? No, I'm just curious for myself.
If only you had a map to tell you which rooms you'd been to.
If only. If only such a commodity existed in this game. Toot toot.
Take that, Cole's voice.
Well, I'll be damned.
It works?
I'm learning new things every day.
Surprise, surprise.
It's extremely powerful.
Yeah, that certainly saves some time. Oh, do we have to do this again?
Yes. We're almost back to where we were. I think I once again died right before a mini-boss.
Of course. I guess this puzzle isn't that onerous.
To my credit, I did not die in the second dungeon. No!
That, folks, was the sound of instant comeuppance.
This room looks real fun.
Yep.
I can safely 100% say, if I had gone
Oh,
to
this
this
looks
room,
exciting.
yeah, if I had gone to this room with 1 heart,
Be hella dead.
yeah. Oh, the goodie. I'm free.
Does this trap stay a fixed distance from the center or a fixed distance from you?
The center. Well,
What did you... Oh, it's their ox feather. Alright. Hooray, freedom! Boing.
now you get to do the fun thing.
Into a pit? Or, you know, go platforming, I guess.
Well, it was a good fake out there game. I'll give you that one. That was like grade A work.
That was pretty solid, I have to give it to you.
Whoa, whoa. Well, here we are again. In low health noise. Enjoy. Stay a while.
Hello, low health noise, my old friend.
The jump is weird because it's almost like Ghouls and Ghosty. In that
Is that the jump you're stuck to it?
kind of. If you jump straight up, you can't start moving forward until you start coming down from the jump.
So it's unlike any jump physics, even the Ghouls and Ghosts jump physics,
Maybe.
which at least just require you to commit to a jump arc. Do you actually get a level 2 feather later in the game?
I mean, it has level next to it.
That's not necessarily an indication of anything.
Actually, it extremely is because, like, the wrist doesn't.
Fair enough. What happens if you use a mystery seed on this statue?
Did you know jumping sends you higher?
Ah, I see. Informative as usual. Oh, I think he's talking about the trampoline. Got it.
Yeah. Just worded in, like, the weirdest, vaguest way.
Yeah.
And, of course, the puzzle here is, oh, there's another thing that has a... Oh, you can push the trampoline.
Okay, that's actually not a completely unreasonable puzzle.
Ah, alright, here we are. Welcome. To item combination.
Oh gosh. Oh goodness.
It's not actually that bad. It's actually really cool, like... Hey, are you thinking about using items in tandem?
Because we definitely are. Actually, I do like this. Like, the ability to map 2 items at once and have one of them be your sword means that you can
Yeah, like...
operate 2 dungeon items simultaneously.
Yeah, what's it called? Link's Awakening messed with that a little bit with the dash boots and the Rock's Feather.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, barely. That was the only time it ever did it, and it didn't even, like, require it that much.
Right. But this...
This does it a lot.
Okay. That's pretty cool, to be honest. Boing.
Excuse me. Didn't take a drink. I'm talking a lot.
Yep. Yeah, you're telling me I tutor for a living. That is a great deal of talking. Oh! Link's Awakening let you bomb arrow by using bomb plus arrow? That's pretty good.
Well, here we be again.
More low health noise.
More death.
Good.
We gotta get all the fucking way back there. There was no mid-boss yet. Alright, but the thing is, we do have the rocks feather, so we get there a little faster.
Yeah. Boing. So you can shortcut your way through the dungeon.
Yes.
Ideally not taking
Oh,
random
come
assets
on.
along the way.
That ain't my input. I'm putting that on ain't my input. Yeah, for instance, there's the mystery for you, kids. That's where that screen was all this time. I could have opened the map, but showing does so much more than telling. All according to plan.
Try not to lose too much health on your way there.
I'm working on it, right? Fuck. Oh, okay, we're good.
It's a strat.
It's a strat, maybe one of the best emotes.
I like the little illustration of the arrow indicating falling off the cliff. That's for dang sure. That might be the best. Yeah, I think that might be the best emote I've seen in quite a long time. Where did it come from?
It's Ty's.
Oh,
It was when Ty, I think he was when he was learning to speedrun. Okay, come on, game, please. It is when he was learning to speedrun Mario. And would fall into a pit and say, it's a strat.
right. Look at these neat jump over the trampoline jumps.
Yeah, that's a strategy. I'm generating RNG.
Mm-hmm. LA?
I got nothing on that one.
Not sure what this JSP LA apparently. I can't say that that's particularly informative.
Actually, what does this down staircase go? Alright, this is where I died.
Ah, that is finish for fuck apparently.
Nice. Alright, I remember what I'm supposed to do in this room. I do want to kill some of these keys before I do it.
If I remember correctly, it does work on keys.
It does, in fact, work on keys. The main reason is because the thing that I want to do requires me to not have a sword. Pegasus seeds. Whoop!
Right.
Make you jump further, too.
Oh! How clever.
Yeah, clever. Let's say that. And now for the biggest trick of them all.
That thwomp juked you.
I didn't need to do any of that. That was just a way back. Gotcha. I was on that path. I played you all for the fool.
Mm-hmm.
Wasted your time, not mine.
Great. See, so now that we have the Rock's Feather, we can actually shortcut that, rather than pushing the button. We can just wait to get on the... Are you, like, farming these guys for health or something?
No, I still need to push a thing onto the stupid switch.
Oh, I see, to open that door. Haven't we been this way before, though?
Yes, but if you recall, there was a switch that we couldn't... Like we had to hit a switch. There was a switch that when we hit it, the platforms in front of us started falling. But now we can jump.
Oh, right. I do remember that switch now.
That's still not right. I could have sworn that was the move. Am I wrong here?
It seems like you're.
Oh,
meant to do
I'm
it from
fucking
up top.
stupid. You jump over the switch. Thank you, Chad. I'm an idiot.
Perf.
I'm so fucking stupid.
Squirrel Token has apparently spoiled PA Master's fun. It's true. Seeing him die at this point would not be, I think, a good thing.
To be fair,
Alright, Al, what have you got to say for yourself?
it wouldn't take that long to get back. No, that owl gets to sleep.
Hey, a seed! You would hate to see that happen. PA Master, on the other hand, is fueled by newbie's tears, and therefore...
Alright. Now for the fun of... Let me think. To figure out how to beat this boss. Maybe...
Trampoline. Or possibly the bombs.
Is it bombs? No. What do we got here? Yep. Boomerang. Nope.
The boomerang is optional, remember?
No, boomerang is not optional. It's optional in, I think it's optional in ages, but it is entirely not optional in here.
You're vulnerable to, hook shot.
Maybe something silly like...
Tanking their shot with their shield and swinging back.
Maybe? Give that a shot. Nope, it's super not. I feel like I'm just missing something out here.
Try ice arrows, the chat says.
No.
Wait a minute, they stay open for a very short time after they open, right? Can you jump over their shot and then shoot and then swing at them as you land?
Yeah, that might be a move. No, you can't move into their tile. Oh, I extremely feel like I don't...
Can you jump in place to jump their shot?
Fuck them. Yes! That was not what I was expecting, but yeah, that works.
Oh boy.
Alright, now time to be good at video
Are
games.
you kidding
Time
me?
to be real gamers.
Oh no.
Nope.
I see. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try something stupid.
This is the worst thing, is that there's this one fucking room where I have to equip the shield and kill these stupid things every time I come back in this dungeon.
The mini-boss never asks you to use the dungeon item. Great. Sec, I'm gonna mute myself.
That is one thing. That is one thing that I really like about the Oracle games, is that, like, while I think dungeon item does get incorporated into bosses a lot, they're really smart about the way they do it. It's not just, do this, and that's it. Have I tried a gun? Of course, gun.
I remember those games where gun is an element. You know, the Shin Megami Tensei games.
Who would win, a hero with a sword or three fluffy lads?
You won't believe the answer. Anyhow.
Alright, solved this puzzle. Nailed it. Knew that one from the beginning. Just putting y'all on. Jump over the switch. Obviously. God. What do you take me for?
God, elemental. God damn it.
What? Like, yeah, that is the way that should work, But I was super not expecting that.
Hmm?
You'll see.
Just tossed it into it.
It's a move.
I love it.
Like, it makes sense. It's not like, oh, this game's broken. Why the fuck would that happen? No, that like makes 100%
That's
sense.
perfect sense. It's just really funny.
Oh.
To be honest, I had assumed that a gun elemental would look like, I don't know, Charlton Heston or something.
Okay, good. I'm happy a lot of people in the chat were like, I had no idea you could do that.
Welcome to this evening in video gaming, folks. Apparently that's the theme of the day. I had no idea you could do that.
Alright. Now, to make sure I don't do this wrong, I think you need to... I think you're kind of prompted, but yeah, you have to jump across these gaps. Yeah. Alright.
Like it. Man, I haven't played Enter the Gungeon in a while. That game was really good.
I took a guess. I was like, is this one of those rooms where you go first and then later? Or do you... Okay. Maybe you don't need to jump, you just press forward. Yeah, you just press forward. Okay. Oh. I'm like on edge at this point. Like...
Yeah, Nixiter, he pulled the squid out and then immediately turned around and threw it into a second water pit immediately behind himself. It was a beautiful moment. The reaction wasn't, what the hell, so much as it was, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Destroyed. Oh, please do not. No, there has to be a way to go back up. I don't have to go through... Oh, no, wait. There's a warp. Right, okay. We're good. I was like, please don't tell me I have to go all the fucking way through the dungeon. No, wait, warp, right? We're good.
Excellent. But yeah, once we've beaten the mini-boss, there is no need to go all the way through the dungeon.
Yeah, we're good. Clean this place out.
Time to beat up a boss. Presumably the poison moth, I guess?
Something like that.
Well, I guess that's been the case in all the other... Well, no. Snake's grave didn't contain a snake as the boss, it was Dodongo.
Yeah, I should probably just keep the Rock's Feathers equipped, all things considered. Ah, a poison moth. Oh, two. Whoa, boy. One very excitable boy.
Goodness, I can't wait to see what this looks like. Hello. Ah! Oh, hey, he's not messing around. D, it's gonna be one of those acrobatic boss fights.
Yeah, that boss was fun. Wasn't really hard. It was fun. This boss sucks, really? I don't know if you know this. I'm good at video games, you say.
That gave Newbie less trouble than literally everything else in this dungeon. This is in its week. Okay, so the power of the sun? No, it is the power of the sun. Fires will be no match for us. Or, you know, possibly it can light up dark places.
Yeah, okay, so the whole point of that boss is it's not Moldrum. Its move is to actually knock you into the pits.
Oh, I see.
Which resets the boss.
See, Newbie, the reason I say that these sound like they're supposed to do something is because the description that each one of them gets sounds like it does a thing on the overworld.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. Oh. Well, that's 3 dungeons. That's not bad.
It's a sizable chunk of game.
Yep. I think that's good for
And
this
yeah,
session, though.
Savage Maelstrom got where I was going with that particular joke.
Next time, a sunken city.